on ESPN's WNBL Wednesday, thanks to Ford. Perth have first possession. Atwell has it stripped, and away comes Hillman to Canada. Will go herself and come up with the opening points. Won't drop, and away comes Nars again. Froling sensed a mismatch and exploited it. Just about all year long, both have dropped out of the four just once for the entire season. But the reality of the ladder right now is one could miss. Nice finish from Hillman. Good child. Go ahead pass, almost put her into trouble. It does in the end. Canada. He's got incredible hands and provides the assist for Conti. Super start for Melbourne. Wants to put her on the floor against Potter. It's going to be a fascinating battle, that one. Two very different type players. Conti against Goodchild. Uses Blitzarves. Would love one to drop early. That's what she needs. It's been a tough year for Sarah Blitzarves. She's 2 for 12 from three-point range in her last 3 games. So that's going to help. And Chippertoni comes up with the opening points for Perth after Melbourne start with 11. Maley comes away with the board. And there's Conti with those slick hands. Conti in Canada. They are a handful, Tessa.
They absolutely are.
Chippertoni. Hannon cuts. And there's Canada. The slick hands again. Everyone involved. Hillman. Conti. Shot clock to single digits. Gets to the strike. Hits 2 more. Steps out. Ball's still alive. Froling. Hillman. Canada. Back to Nars. Through to Froling. And Melbourne is sizzling.
Melbourne, after levelling the series in Perth, came back home and had a sizzling start, and there's shades of that right now.
Canada creates the opportunity for Conti. She feeds to Blitzarves and 1. Points for the quarter. The Lynx are the best, averaging 21. Conti, lovely step, gets past Maley. Expansive pass, Rochi to the corner for Reed. Not quite. Terra comes up with it again. Finishes her own work. Conti, inside, well done. Good defensive effort from Maley, can't hang on to it. Hillman gets the good position and she'll get an and 1. They lead the Lynx by 24 with 2 minutes to play. Goodchild, can she get something going? Yes, she can. Biggest player on the court tonight. She's got a real physical presence. They just need to find her. Here she is. She'll work inside on Hillman. That's what they need from Emily Potter. Canada from midcourt, from the arc. Jordan sets, shoots. Oh, yes! Brilliant from Jordan, Canada. Harassed by Rochi. Mila gets to the rack, does well. Well, exactly the same can be said for Mila Goodchild at Perth.
Yeah.
Morell in the game. Here's Atwell. Need to get Amy involved. He's had a super year. Here's Goodchild again. Mila putting the team on her back right now. Margin back to 19. It's asked to Conti. She turns it over. Momentum just starting to shift Perth's way right now. And Mila comes up with 2 more. It's been a great response so far from Perth. Can Amy start to get involved? Off hands, away comes Conti. Hits it at speed. Has Hillman, feeds it through. Nice work. Ryan Petrick's timeout. What did you make of it?
I was, and he was just speaking about their zone spacing and their rotation. So I think we're going to see Perth stay in that zone.
Just can't quite get the shots to drop. Front iron for Goodchild, and here again is the speed of Conti in transition, Tessa.
That's exactly how you beat a zone.
Have you with us, ESPN's WNBL Wednesday. Thanks to Ford. Critical game, this one. These two teams fighting over a spot in the top 4. Hillman knocks it away from Potter. Well done, Morell. Stuck to it and comes up with 2. Starting out in a year last year as an injury replacement. Came in as a DP and earned a spot. Perth starting to get something going here. Both these teams have been inconsistent, patchy in games this year. Chris Lucas sensed it at quarter time. We heard it in his messaging. Hillman comes up with a couple. Child against Conti. And tries to strip it away. Mila goes herself, full of confidence right now. Morell puts it on the floor. Had the mismatch on Conti. Offensive foul.
Good job. Adding to the tempo, understanding it, slowing it down when they need.
Morell Atwell. Nice find inside. And Chippertoni with the finish. Here is Potter. Here is Atwell. Kicks it back out. Hannon versus Blitzarves. Thunders into Reed. Impressive from the Lynx. Gets a screen from Potter. Can't find her on the pick and roll. Back out to Gorman. 4 seconds. Through to Hannon. Worked out well. Nicely worked from Perth. It was patient and worked their way back into this game. It's been the likes of Goodchild that helped Perth get back into this game. It's a 9-point lead now for Melbourne. Rochi, Canada. Lovely feed through to Hillman. Child. Canada now looking to lock down on Miller. Inside ball. Lovely work from Potter. Went left, came back right, and comes up with 2. Chippertoni. It's Rochi. Goodchild. Potter identified the double team. Rolled towards the hoop, couldn't finish. Maley can and one.
A great job. Just going back to the same play. It's worked 3 times in a row now. I think.
Rochi. Blitzarves. Back to Jordan. To the corner. Rochi nails it. For a spot in the finals. Maley. To Potter against Hillman. Emily goes, can't finish. Atwell rips down the board, she can't finish. Third look from Morrell is good. Canada to Blitzarves. Hillman. Back to Jordan. To the corner, Blitzarves. Conti. Car park Conti! And now the steal. Takes it away from Goodchild. And Mon scores 5 in 5 seconds. Atwell gets another look. Goes to the rack herself, and Amy Atwell's on the board. First points of the night. Fascinating game this has been. Still so much to look forward to. Mon again! Annalie Maley looking for an option. Canada picks it off. Just needs to pick it up. Can she finish? She can, and 1. Kills for Jordan Canada. 3 for Conti. 9 between them. They have been electrifying. Turn the game in the space of 30 seconds to Canada. Steps around, feeds through. Some razzle-dazzle from the Boomers. Pops it over the top to Blitzarves. Canada on the floor past Chippertoni. Goes herself. Wow. Was at quarter time. Classy finish.
That was really nice. Did a little up and under reverse.
Goodchild. She tries to get to the rack and it's slapped away by Amy Rochi in the last. 2 minutes to play in the third term. It's Melbourne by 19. Still manageable for Perth. We've seen how they can come back and have to do it all again.
I think Perth are going to, do what they did in the second, and the game's on.
Frolling. Boomers will be looking for a good start, and Keeley provides it. They want to shut the door on, especially if Atwell could get hot. She's on 4 fouls. Just 2 points for the night, 1 of 4 shooting to the corner. Can they make every post a winner? Morrell in good position, and 1. It's head courtside to Megs.
You're right, Jace.
That's normally a strength of Perth. Canada, Blitzarves, Conti, open again. She's been deadly from long range tonight, Moncon.
It's like a 3-headed snake that just does not let up.
Chippertoni, side to Maley, and I'll leave it a finish. Reed to Blitzarves to Canada. To the corner for Terrell. Sarah follows it in. Can't finish. Hit a big 3 early to help the Boomers get rolling. She's gone 4 for 11 tonight. And away comes Canada. The quick hands of Canada and Conti have been a decisive factor in this game. To 2. Points from turnover, 30-6. Staggering stats.
That is just...
Blitzarves, Rochi. Frolling against Morrell. Great finish from Keeley under pressure. Tage could do not much more. Hopefully her residency comes through sooner rather than later, so she doesn't have to be in the import bracket, because she's certainly showing she's well capable of being a WNBL talent.
Professional, a world star like Jordan Canada, and coming off the bench now getting their opportunity, just like a little Tessa Lavey did at Bendigo when Christy Harrower had a very rest.
Carmody and Graham, and they strip her, and then, well done by Gorman, gets it back. Morel will take on the kids again, creates a path, and Clinch Hoycard from the corner drains it. Yellow Knox Raiders once. That's a commentator's nightmare.
Yeah, I actually remember being at that game and I was like, what is going on here?
Suddenly need a footy record to work out who's who. Steph to the corner, Morel. Back to Mack, why not? Back to back to back for Mack. Morel comes up with the final board. And it's a critical win for the Melbourne Boomers. They strengthen their grip on third spot. They remain in the hunt for a top 2 finish.